Hello and welcome everybody to Jim Games as I am finishing maybe the welcome to the Moon solo campaign that I'm on. This is number 24, adventure number 24. And where we left off was 98, but right now a little explanation of why things seem a little more set up than normal. I have the missions already out. I actually had gotten recorded nearly an entire game and realized I was doing these cards all wrong. And it was too big of a mistake to allow that video to go out as it was. So I am starting this all over again. Now, I'm not having to redo any decisions. There were no decisions to make other than these three missions, which I did the random way that I normally do it. So those are the missions we have. For A, I need to score three or control 3 planets of different colors on one card. B, destroy 10 asteroids on one card. C, have 4 moon spaces with my insignia on it on one card. I believe all that's one card. Now, I will read the story that we have up to this point. So, 98, the alarm rings. Captain Uhura, Astra has just launched an attack on the Neo-Solaris' twin systems. All communication is blocked. Impossible to know who is with us or against us. The inevitable battle is imminent. We have no choice left but to fight. And then it sends us directly to 167. Urgent message of the United New Dawn and Human Alliance, broadcast on all airwaves. Here is Captain Uhura. The future of humankind has never been darker. Humankind is responsible for its own destruction. Failure after failure, it has shown itself incapable of change. But not this time. This time, we possess crucial information that can change everything. We have identified the asteroid that is going to destroy the Earth. Do not let it pass through the space-time vortex and hit the Earth. We know that the battle for the control of the Neo-Solaris planets is inevitable, but if everyone cooperates and annihilates this world-destroying asteroid for good, we could save the Earth. We are calling on all people of goodwill. Help humankind to redeem itself. Now, what happened with this here, we're playing Adventure 8, when we're doing Warp 8, the Destroyer of Worlds. So we have this asteroid out. And there are 5 spaces on this asteroid to fill in. So whenever I take an action, and we have to go from left to right, starting here with this planning action. Whenever I take a planning action, I can, instead of doing the planning action down here like normal, put my insignia on that asteroid up there. Then the second one I need to do is the astronaut. The third one and the fourth and the fifth are all robots. If I put my insignia in either of those last 2 robot spots, each one I put my insignia into, I get 5 points. Putting any insignia in that last robot spot destroys that asteroid. And then whoever has the most points between Astra and I on there determines what happens with this bonus. So if my insignia is on there the most, I get to choose between a star or 10 points, unless Astra was the last one to put the insignia on there. If Margaret was the last one to put one on there, but I had the majority, then I just get the 10 points, which is what I'm going to take anyway, because the star is not going to do me any good one way or the other. If I win this campaign, or this game, I win the campaign, whether I get that star or not. If I lose, I'm going to lose whether I get that star or not. So I'm just going to take the 10 points to help win the campaign. So anyway, that's how that works. That's how it works for me. Now the way that Margaret marks that is when the A, B, and C come out. So when these come out, then in addition to the normal thing that these do, which is what I was forgetting in the last playthrough, in addition to what these normally do, she'll also mark the first available spot on that asteroid. So I am ready to go ahead and start this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And notice we still didn't get our 6 cards back. So I'm still playing with the shortened deck. I pretty much figured it would be for the entire rest of the campaign. Okay, so instead of using this card for marking the board, or the current board, I'll use this little arrow that I have. So going first will be Astra with Planet 5 and a robot action. So Planet 5, she'll go right here, and she is always going to be the triangle. I'm going to be circles. Now with the robot action, that is destroying an asteroid. One of the little ones. Alright, now we draw 2 more cards. And by the way, I did find out in the last game when I had only those 2 cards left over at the end, and I thought I was missing one. That's normal with the shortened deck that we have. So I did not do anything wrong in that game. It's just the way that it came out. Okay. 5, 6, and 15 are my choices, and I would love to do robot here. So let's do 15 robot. How's that? Okay. So I'm going to give away, let's move this over here a little bit so I can put her cards there. 15 robot, I'll go over here on the 15 planet. Then for robot, I claim this asteroid here, which gives me no bonus yet. Alright, now over to here, and she'll do 6 and water. So she goes here and steals the only water that's off that planet. Now she doesn't get any of this stuff over here. No waters, no plants, nothing like that. All of her score is the cards that she gets. Okay, 6, 2, and 8. So, do I want to do 2 water? Water is harder to come by. So I'm going to do 2 water, put my insignia here on the 2, and then take the water that's off that planet. That's on the planet. Take it off. Alright, 13 and planning. So let's put her right here. And with planning, she gets to place her insignia on 1 space of the moon. Alright, so 13, 4, and 5. Okay, with Margaret, I don't really want to give away robots and energy. But I remember the last time that I played this with Astra, and it was Margaret that I was playing too, I won very handily, so I'm hoping that's going to happen again this time. I'm doing 4 calendar, so my 4 I'm going to put here, but for the calendar, instead of doing a normal calendar action here, I'm going to put my insignia on the asteroid right there. Robot. So there's the 10 planet, and robot is going to be the asteroid. All right, 10, 2, and 7. I'll do 7 robot. Put the 7 there with the robot. Score that. Alright, 11 robot over here. So we'll put her right here. And with the robot, got that right there. Then we have 11, 9, and 7. Let's do 11 water. I'll go right here and I'll take that water. Eight astronaut, and when she does astronaut, she actually does planning. So the 8 planet is right here. She doesn't get anything with that plant there, but it takes it away from me. And then with the astronaut, she actually does a planning action, which means putting her insignia on a moon space. So we have 8, 7, and 11. Yeah, very definitely I want to do 7 robot. I'm going right here. I get a robot action from there and the one from here. So the first one will give me a plant, and the second one will give me a water. All right, over to here. 6 plant. So she goes here, stills a plant off for there. Then I've got 6, 14, and 12. Plant. So 14 here. Nab that plant right there. I also found out from the geek that when you have these astronauts circled, you can use multiples to continue to adjust your number further and further, and even combine it with the astronaut action that you're using that turn if you're doing one. So that was interesting. 9 water. So going right here and nabbing that water. Okay. 10, 4, I'll do 10 water, so I'll go here and take that water. Takes me up to 10 points in water on that board. Now over here, she is going to do the 7 energy. So going right here. And for energy, instead she'll do robot. And then I got the choice with 13 and 6 also. I'll do 13 robot. There's my 13, which gets me a plant. And then the robot action will get me another plant here. And then this one is finished. And I control it since I have the most of my insignia on it. And now, 12 astronaut for Margaret. So here's the 12. And for astronaut, she does planning, which is her insignia on the moon. So 12, 14, and 9. Okay. 14, where do I want to really go? Okay, probably 14. Astronaut. So I'll do the 14 here. With the astronaut, I'm going to put my insignia on this asteroid. Alright. 9 plant. So going right here and taking away that plant. So I've got 8 and I've got 10. Well, there's a lot of water there. Do 8 water. Draw me there. Do that for water. All right. 3 planning. So she's going right there and on the moon. All right, 3, 4, and 8. So I'll do 3 plant. I'll go here. I get a plant for that space, and then a plant for using the plant action. And then this one is going to be scored now. And it's a tie, so I get it. Now, in a multiplayer game, both players would get it. Being that she doesn't score that way, she only scores for these cards at the end of the game. She doesn't put her insignia on there. Alright, 8 robot. So she goes here, and with the robot, she is going there. Alright, 8, 1, and there's a C. So the first thing that happens with the C is Astra gets to go onto 2 moon spaces. And we go to the planet that I have the most insignia on that's still available. And there's a tie between these 3. So whichever choice I want to make here. So we'll do this one here. And then she puts her insignia on the first open spot on this asteroid. Then that's going to go there. Alright, so 816. So we're over here. I'll do 8 robot. So I'll put myself there. And instead of going here with the robot, I'm going to go up here with the robot. Which means I'm going to score 5 points at the end of the game for that spot. And I hope that she doesn't take... Well, it doesn't matter if she takes that last one. I will still get 10 points. Alright. 9 plant. So she'll go right here and nab a plant. So 9, 6, and 1. Looks like she is going to nab that last space there, because I don't have a robot action to use here. Unless I gain 1 from what I do here, but nope, nothing I can choose out here gives me a robot action. Okay, 1, 6, and 9. So the 1 is done. Here's the 6, and then I got those 2 for 9. And let's do 6 plant. So I go here on planet 6, and with the plant action, I take a plant off the planet. Then this right here, we're on this board. She's going to do 2 more of the moon spaces. We're still tied between these 2 here. So, I guess we'll put her on these 2 moon spaces. And then she gets right here. And I get 10 points. Because I control that asteroid, basically. I was the one that put the most work into it. She got the last space, so I automatically get 10 points instead of the star. That's what I wanted anyway. Okay. She's going to do 5 and plant. So, right here. And there's the plant. There's 10 and 3. Okay, I'm going to do 3 plants. I'll put it on this 3 planet. Get that plant. Back over to here. 10 astronaut. So there's the 10. And she gets to place herself on the moon. Right there. So we have 10, 3, and 12. I'll do 12 astronaut. I'm going to keep it at 12. I'll go right here and then circle astronaut here. Back over here. This will do the normal moon thing now. It's over here again. And right now, this is the one I have the most insignia on. But there's only 1 space for her there. So now she gets 1 on one of the other ones. So we'll go right here. And then she's going to do 12 planning. So here's her 12. But with that planning action, that moon's already full, so nothing for her to do there. 13 and 8. Okay. I'll do 8 and astronaut. I'll leave it an 8. I'll go here. That'll give me a plant. And then there's astronaut circled. Back to here. 11. 11 with energy. So she goes here. And for energy, that's robot for her. And now we have the 7 and the 4. So I think I want to do 7. I'll do energy. So 7 is here. I get a water from that space. But the energy, since I'm going to be controlling that planet there, I also control a green one. I'll make the blue one go up in value because it goes up 2 instead of just 1. So I control this planet here. Now I need a gray one to score A. Over here we have 10 energy. So she goes here. And with energy, that's another asteroid. Then I've got 11 and 8. I'll do 8 plant. This is 8. This is a plant. There we go. I've tightened things up on that planet. Okay, time to go the second time through the deck. It'll be the last time through. So I did get verification that all 3 of these cards, they have to be done on the same sheet. So I don't see the value in C, except if you are able to reach that middle asteroid, which gives you 2 free planning actions. Then your other 2 that you use to get your 4 spaces on the moon would then, you would lose 6 points at the end of the game, but gain either the 10 or the 6 from that card. So alright, and look at that right away. So over here she gets to go on to 2 moon spaces. So I have the most on all 3 of these. So I guess I'll split it up for her. This one and this one. And then B will be flipped over. And then she's going to do 12 astronaut. 12 is right here. And for astronaut, she does a planning, but that moon is already filled. All right, 7 and 4. So I need a gray planet. I'm going to do the 4. And I'll go ahead and nab the water off of there. Right, over to here. 1 robot. So she goes there and here. Then I've got 1, 10, and 8. So I'm definitely doing 8. And I'm going to definitely do robot. So with the 8, I go here, and that's a robot there. So I get 2 robot actions. So this one here gives me a water. And this one here gives me a plant. And then control of this is now going to be figured up. 4 for her, 5 for me. So that one is mine. All right, over here. 3 astronaut. So she goes here, and astronaut is planning, so she goes on to the moon as well. So 3. Okay, we've got another one of these. So over here, I've got the most insignia on this one, this one, this one, and this one. It's a tie. So yeah, she can finish that one out and then put one here. And then A gets flipped over. That doesn't need to go back into the deck anymore. 6. So 3, 11, and 6. I'm definitely doing 3. I'm going to do the robot. So 3 here, and then the robot will get me a plant there. Okay, 13 planting. So she goes here, but that moon is full. Full moon. 13, 8, and 7. And I need a blue one. And I can't get that blue one, so I need to try for that one. So it'll be 7 and water. You know what? No, I'm going to do 7 and calendar. So for going here, that's robot. Which gets me that. And I get an energy and a water. There's the water. And for the energy, I'm going to do the blue. Now, with that, I get to put my insignia on any moon. But I'm going to stick with this one here because I want to score the blue. So I'll put my insignia right there. Alright, over to here. 10 astronaut. Here's the 10. And then she can't go to the moon there, so it's already full. 10, 9, and 9. Okay. I'll do 9 astronaut. And the way I'm going to play this is I'm going to add 2 to make it 11, and then use this astronaut to add 2 to make it 13, and I'm going here. And I used an astronaut, so I get to circle another astronaut. Alright, over here, she's got 6 and water. So she'll be going right there and nabbing that water. And I need to go there too on this turn to get that planet. So I'm going to do 6 robot. So I go here, I get a water from that spot. Then with the robot, I get 2 energy, which I will use to increase blue 2 more times. And then this is going to score. And it's 3 for her and 3 for me. So I get it. And I have 1 of each color on this map. So I score A, 4 points. Alright, over to here, 13 water. She goes here. And nabs that. This is going to score for her. Well, she controls it anyway. She won't score for it. Her score is right there. Alright, 13, 3, and 11. I'll do 13 robot. I'll go to this 13 here. That gives me a plant. The robot gets me this, which is a water and an energy. So there's the water, and the energy will do another blue. And then this one is scoring 3-1 in my favor. There we go. Back to over here, 8 robot. 8 is taken, so she goes to the next one up. And with the robot, she's getting that spot there. Okay. Looks like I may have already gotten that one. I just didn't circle it. 8, 15, and 12. Well, robot does me no good anymore, so I might as well take the energy action. What is this number? It's a 12. Okay. 12. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Alright. I don't want to waste that thing, but I'm going to have to. Okay. So I'm going to do 12. Or no. Yeah, 15 energy. It gives away a robot. And I'm using this astronaut to change that to a 13. Which means that I go here. I do nab a water. And the energy I'll do in a second. She is going to control that planet. I'm going to finish out blue there with my energy. Alright. Now over to here. She's got 13 astronaut. Can't go here, there, there, so she goes here. Can't go on the moon there, though. And with that, I cannot get that planet. Okay, well, here's C, so she's gonna go on to 2 moons here. I think there's only 1 space left for her to go, right there on that moon. So 13, 14, and 8. So I cannot pick up either of those grays, but that's okay. I already did that thing there. I would rather have had robot here, though, as a choice. If only I could have gotten onto here. I can't lower 8 down to 5. Oh, yeah, I can. Alright, 8 astronaut. So the 8 is being lowered to a 6 from this, and then down to a 5 from this. And then I've used an astronaut. And with that 5, I'm going right here, which gives me a robot action, which will put me there, and I get 2 energies. So over here, I will go up on the blue track. And this planet is going to Astra. Alright, over here, she is doing 11 plant, which closes out this one now. That one totally belongs to her. Then I've got 5, which is good, and 10. So I'm doing 5, and I'm going to do plant. I won't get a plant, but at least I get to go onto that planet there. There's no plant on there to grab. All right, over here she's doing 7 plant. Then we have 7 and 10. So I'll do 10 plant. I go right here. So yeah, that's a plant for there, and also a plant for my action. 2 plants. And control of this planet will go to Astra. Back to here. 14 robot. So she will go here. And there's no robot left to left to do 14, 11, and 6. And I don't have any way of using any of those numbers. So that's a system error on that page. And I still need to give away. You know what? I haven't been doing my bonuses on here. Every 2 flags that I put my insignia on is one of those. Okay. So 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. 1, 2, that's 3. I have 3 of these available. So I'm using 1 right now to not give away a card to Astra. I've only got this one last chance to do it. These last 2 cards, well, she's doing 12 plant. This is the only planet left here. And then I can't write on any of those. I can't do either of these numbers, even with my astronaut thing. So that's a system error. And again, I'll avoid giving a card away. But I missed out on being able to do that one other time. Alright, it's time now to do the scoring. We're going to get her scoring first. So 5-point cards are the robots. 1, 2, 3. So that's 15. She started out with 29. So that makes 44 right now as a running total. 4-pointers are the lightning bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I gave away 8 of those. That's 32, which makes 76. Next is 3-pointers, which are calendars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 calendars times 3 is 12. So 88 now. Everything else is 2 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 30 points. So 118. 118 points. Okay. I did not score either of those 2 missions, so I got 4 points in missions. I got 21 points here in plants, 24 right here in plants. For green planets, I controlled... Oh, all other planets now get awarded. So this one was left, and it goes to me. And this one here is going to go to her. Alright, so we're counting green planets for me. And I've got 1 times 2, 2 points. Blue planets to me, I got 1 times 10, 10. Gray planets for me, I got both gray planets. So 2 times 4 is 8. I didn't use any calendars, but I did get a -5 here. So on this sheet, this here is 20, 44, 65, minus 5 is 60, 64 so far. Now over here, I've got 25 for the plant, 24 for the water. So that's 49, which takes me up to 113 right now. All right. This is the only planet yet to assign, and that goes to her. So green planets that I controlled, both of them, 2, so that's 4 points. Blue planets for me is just the 1, 10 points. And gray planets for me, neither of them, so nothing there. No negative here, but a -5 there. So we got this 113 to here. 14 minus 5 is 9, so another 9. 122. So I didn't win as handily this time. I won by 4 points. So I'm going to end up winning the campaign. Okay, that was 167, which I never wrote down. So now we are going to number 13. And actually, the scoring's not done yet, because I also get these 15 points here. So my true score was 137. Alright, and 13 reads, "The battle is over. The Neo-Solaris territories have been evenly divided. The law of the New Dawn and of the Human Alliance has prevailed everywhere. Lucrative trade agreements with a more sensible Astra have been signed. A new start for humanity seems all but guaranteed. However, all of this matters so little. All eyes are turned towards the vortex. We can see Earth through space and time, still intact and lost in the infinity of space. All that matters now is to know, have we set things right? Have we saved Earth?" So we're saving the game on the dashboard, then add the stars that have been earned by each player during the 8 adventures. The player who has earned the most stars wins the campaign. If you have kept the dashboards of the previous campaigns, add all of them to know who wins over the entire thing. So on this one here, I earned 6 stars, which took me to 19. Astra got 3 stars, which is 18, and I won by 1. So I had 40 if you look at the last 2, and the one before that, I'll have to look it up if I've still got time on my camera. But for now, I believe I won that one too, so I won the whole thing. Because the important thing is elsewhere. The important thing is our ability to be human, to see ourselves in others, to act for others. Don't you think? If the asteroid is entirely destroyed on every card that represents it, take 171 and read the chapter indicated on that card. And that's the one that we're doing. 171. That tells us to go to 54. As the vortex is closing down, the Earth, still intact, is slowly disappearing. Earth has escaped a disaster that we thought was inevitable. Humankind and all the living creatures that we have left behind will continue to evolve on Earth. Maybe humanity will become aware of its mistakes and change there as well. We are proof that it's possible. I hope that someday I will go back there. So we're going to chapter 43. And basically here, okay, the Welcome to the Moon overarching campaign is now over. Thank you for taking part in this journey until the end with us. Of course, you can play a new campaign with the already unlocked cards, either from the beginning with Chapter 1 or starting with the second time loop, with the chapter indicated on the card 169, or else starting with the third time loop with the chapter indicated on the card 170. This way you will be able to make different choices, discover a new story, and unlock new cards. Maybe you did not uncover all the mysteries of Welcome to the Moon? Did you discover the origin of the virus? Did you find the vaccine? Have you used the vortex cannon? Did you save the Earth? Now, there's a list of all the people that they are thanking for making this game. So I encourage you to go and read through that. It's very interesting. I can't take the time on the camera to do that because I don't know how much time is left on it. I will go see if I can find the card for my first solo adventure on here. Yes, not that one there, so it's probably one that's in this book. Yeah, this one right here. I won 19-16 the first time through. So I did win all 3 of the campaigns. So that's pretty cool. Now, my Welcome to the Moon on here might not be over, as there was a time when I unlocked a special card, which I will show you. Axel. This is another way to play the game solo, and instead of going up against these various opponents here, you go up against this Axel, and this Axel's numbers will change from game to game based on how you do, whether you win or lose, and all that kind of stuff. So I am very much looking forward to doing the game this way and seeing how that works out. So, if you'll notice on these sheets that you do, the dashboard, there's this part on the bottom for Axel. So, this helps you to play with Axel. Thank you so much for watching this. I enjoyed doing each of these videos, and I hope you join me for more. This is Jim for Jim Games. Goodbye.